All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be diving deep into, well, something I think a lot of us struggle with.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, building resilience in kids,
Okay. Yeah.
especially like when it comes to handling failure and all that.
Hmm.
As parents, I think we all want to make sure our kids can kind of roll with the punches.
For sure.
So we're taking a look at this podcast today called Building Resilience, Teaching Kids to Handle Failure and Persevere in 6 minutes.
Okay. 6 minutes.
Oh,
That's
it's a quick one,
pretty,
but
pretty efficient.
yeah, it's packed with good stuff. And honestly, some of it was kind of mind-blowing. Like, they talk about how instead of saying, wow, great job on that A, like we usually do,
Right, right.
you can actually build resilience by saying something like, I'm so proud of how much effort you put into studying for that test.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can see how that shift in focus, like from the outcome to the effort,
Yeah.
could really make a
It's
difference.
like, whoa, it's so simple. But
Yeah.
so, okay, let's back up for a sec. Why is resilience even so important for kids in the first place?
Well, think about it. I mean, life is full of challenges, right? I
Okay.
mean, for kids and for adults.
Mm,
And resilience is kind of like, their emotional toolkit to navigate all those ups and downs. It
okay.
helps them deal with, everything, academic setbacks, social drama, you name it.
Oh, I see. So it's like,
It's
take,
giving them the power to bounce back from, well, anything, really.
okay, that makes sense.
And, it's not just about, surviving those childhood struggles either.
Right.
It's really the foundation for their long-term mental health and success.
Gotcha. So this podcast talks about normalizing failure,
Mm,
which honestly, as a parent, I think can be kind of hard.
I get it.
I mean, nobody wants to see their kid fail.
Right. No, of course not. But it's not really about, celebrating failure. It's
Right.
more about reframing it, you know? It's about helping kids understand that failure is not the opposite of success.
Right.
It's actually a stepping stone to it.
So how do we, actually do that? How do we normalize failure?
Well, one thing they talk about on the podcast is like sharing our own stories.
Our own stories of failure.
Exactly. Telling kids about times we messed up.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, let's face it, we've all been there, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And when they see that even adults make mistakes, it kind of takes the shame out of it for
Oh,
them.
right. Takes the pressure off.
Yeah, and it shows them that, failure isn't the end of the story.
It's about how you come back from it.
It's about what you learn from it and
Yeah.
exactly how you bounce back.
So that kind of leads into this whole growth mindset thing, right?
Yes,
And-
exactly. A growth mindset, it's basically the belief that abilities can be developed,
Okay.
through hard work, dedication. And it's really about encouraging kids to see challenges not as like roadblocks,
Mhm.
but as opportunities to grow.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
So instead of scooping in and rescuing them every time they hit a snag,
Right.
we should be helping them develop those problem-solving skills.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. It's like, teaching them to fish instead of just giving them the fish.
Yeah. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Exactly. And it's the same with problem solving.
Right.
Guiding kids to solve problems on their own, it equips them with a skill set they can use forever.
That makes a lot of sense. But, how do we guide them without just giving them the answers?
Well, that's where the art of asking the right questions comes in.
Okay, so, what kind of questions?
Open-ended questions. Instead of saying, here's how you fix it,
Right.
you could try things like, what are some possible solutions? Or, what's the first step you could take?
Oh, so they have to think it through themselves.
Exactly. It encourages them to think critically, come up with their own solutions, and that builds confidence and resilience.
Gotcha. That's really helpful. Now, let's go back to this whole praising effort over results thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It's just such a simple concept, but it's really stuck with me.
Well, because it's powerful.
Hmm.
When you praise effort, you're sending the message that the process of learning and growing is more important than the outcome.
Yeah.
You're nurturing that growth mindset.
Okay, so instead of focusing on the A on the test,
Right.
I can say, I'm really proud of how much you focused during study time. You were really determined to understand that material.
There you go. See?
Okay?
And that encourages them to persevere even when things get tough.
Because they know the effort is what matters.
Exactly. They learn that their hard work and dedication are valued no matter the result.
Okay, and the last thing from this podcast that really resonated with me was this idea of being a resilient role model.
Yes.
It makes sense, but I never really thought about it that way before.
Well, kids are always watching us, right?
But yeah,
They're like little splitters, absorbing everything they see. So if we want them to be resilient,
you've got to show them what it looks like.
exactly, let them see you handle mistakes gracefully,
Oh, yeah.
adapt to unexpected changes, bounce back from setbacks.
So it's not just about saying the right things.
It's about walking the walk. Hey, I messed up this recipe, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to try it again.
Exactly.
And they see that, they learn from that.
Okay, that's powerful. So to recap, we've talked about normalizing failure, encouraging problem solving, praising effort over results, and being resilient role models ourselves.
It's a lot, but remember, you don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah, baby steps.
Right. Maybe just start by sharing a story about a time you failed.
Oh, okay.
Or, next time your child's struggling with something, resist that urge to jump in and fix it.
Right, right. Let them figure it out.
Ask those open-ended questions. Let them lead the way.
This has been so insightful. Seriously, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm curious, what's one small change our listeners can make today to start fostering resilience in the kids around them? Think about that, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.